Hey there, Marketeer here. Got a quick question for you. When was the last time, or for that matter, have you ever sat down, just taken a few minutes and sat down and written out everything that it is that you do as a part of your job to earn your money? Especially if you're in a commission-based business, like for our purposes here, real estate, it's important for you to have that knowledge at the top of your mind. Now, it sounds easy, but I guarantee you that if you sit down and you start writing out what it is that you do, you're going to surprise yourself, because there's a lot that you do, especially when you're good at something, when you've been doing it for a while. There are things that you do that you take for granted and don't realize the value that they are to other people. I'll use myself as an example. I've always been good at writing. I think you, me, everyone has a gift, something that they were born naturally good at. And writing from the time I was in high school, college, up till now, that's what I'm most in demand for. Writing, and then of course things like this. But I didn't realize how valuable my services were until I went into business for myself. And it's important to keep in mind that, as a real estate professional, you may hang your license in a RE/MAX office or a Keller Williams office or whatever office, but you are basically in business for yourself. It's your name and your reputation that's going to determine your business more so than any company name. So it's important to keep your own value at the top of your mind. Take some time and write out a list of what it is that you do to earn your commission, so that whenever that's brought into question, and it's brought into question now more than at any point in the history of real estate, I would dare say, you'll have that knowledge and you can easily have that conversation with people. Because everywhere we look, people are nickel and diming us to death. I was just in the bank a couple of days ago and found out that my 3 bank accounts, which I use to manage my money, my 3 bank accounts, if I don't have 5 qualifying transactions in each one of them a month, then I'll be charged $4. A $4 service fee for that account, which I think is ridiculous, because banks exist. Banks basically take our money and keep it safe and invest it. That's the only way they can afford to pay their employees, pay themselves, is to take the money that we leave with them and invest it wisely so that they can turn a profit. That's what a bank basically is. They'll slice it, dice it, scramble it, fry it, stick some garnish on it, and try to make it sound like whatever, but that's the basis of what a bank is. And the idea of me leaving my money with them, and then they're going to charge me these fees because I'm not having enough transactions, it just gives me a pit in my stomach as a consumer. I understand it from a business perspective, but that, once again, that's where a line is crossed between helping me and helping themselves. I've got a little bit of a cynical attitude about that. However, it's important to keep that in mind, because you're faced with it, I'm faced with it, your clients and prospects are faced with it. So just remember, it's nothing personal when they ask you those questions. They just want to know where their money's going. Oh yeah, one more thing. When you write this list out, keep it with you. If you carry a notebook with you, iPhone or whatever, have a copy of it with you where you can just glance at it a couple times a day, so that you always have in mind the work that you do. For one, in a market like this where you have people left and right trying to devalue what you do, you need to remind yourself of the work that you do as a real estate professional. And secondly, the more top of mind that information is, the more easily and comfortably you'll be able to address that question when someone questions you why they're paying you this much commission. The more easily you can address that question, the more comfortably you can address that question, the more comfortable your client or prospect is going to be with you.